Jeśli chcesz wygrać taką awupkę, to napisz komentarz, zostaw łapkę pod tym filmem i zasubskrybuj ten kanał z dzwonkiem. Piona!
Snappy making first contact. The push does begin towards ramp room. Borup not able to get much going with that USP. Does get one kill before being taken down. As the tag backing off towards the ramp, but T-side's actually calling a bit of an audible. They're going to be heading over towards this A site instead. And again, the USP is just taking some time to connect with the shots. Still, though, everyone's surviving. Somewhat bizarre as it snacks down in the corner. The knife was coming in, but instead it'll be closed out with the pistols.
Siemanko, zapraszam was na stronkę csgofast.com, gdzie możecie skorzystać z masy trybów i wygrywać skiny do CSGO. Strona jest w 100% wypłacalna, macie link do strony w opisie, polecam. Piona!
In comparison to Chaos, Illuminar, Opa, Heretics, Havu.
It's also just, we'll talk about more this more in a second as we do VP executing here. They're going to go for a much faster execute on the site. So far, it's working brilliantly. Nicely done by VP. Running right in, 3 quick kills go into their favor. Snappy is going to try and establish a flank as he moves in from ramp. But it might be too little too late at this point. VP seemingly with too much control as they come busting out of the gates that time with a much faster strategy than we had seen in any of the rounds.
Yeah, I do like the change of pace.
It was kind of needed too, because I think the slowness is what ultimately led to the loss of the previous round, so I think that they realized that as well, and they're like, all right, cool, we'll just speed this up a little bit. I think the shock of
Each shot onto Snatchie. Definitely making it hard for the AWP to work early on. More nades coming out. And again, the utility not doing too much damage here for Heroic. A characteristic of Danish CS is their great utility utilization. The push continuing towards this B site. Borup's up in the corner. Snappy not looking towards the door. He's got to be careful. The door gets popped open. And that could be the site lost. So a bit of a miscommunication there from the Danes. And now it's a 3-on-2. And again, it's a late take from VP that gets them access to the site.
Stalin trying to find a way to peek in. The Molly should force out the planter. Can he get the kill though? No, Vegi is ready to support. He takes it out, and Snax still on top of this. Finds another kill for himself too. That's going to be a dropped round from Heroic. And VP, but he's still going to have to hold this. That's the problem. They've given VP the angle for free, and this is the problem with it. Michu can walk in. No call or something else has gone wrong here as there's no one else covering that heaven push. Michu's allowed to just run right in. Easy kills on Borup and a few other members of Heroic, and they're down to only 2 here now. Snappy on the flank. He's also taken down by PHR. And Cadian will get taken out by Snatchie, closer outside. Jumping onto the T side, and that opens up a good opportunity for VP to claim this game back. Michu finds a good start onto this pistol by catching Snappy. Vegi also has control up top. Borup for a trade a moment later. Looking for more though, but the aim punch is going to be too strong for him to deal with, and VP seems to have this lock. There you go. They'll take the opening pistol. Left alone, he does pick up that shotgun. However, it'll be pretty hard. Oh, never mind. Gets the headshot at pretty long range on Snax. And now a 1v1. If he can find the 1B on Michu, he knows where he is now. I think he should have been able to see him off that. There you go. Finds a lineup. He actually has the range advantage with the pistol right now and is trying his best to land that final shot. Oh, he's so close. So he's got to be careful, though. He's also taking some hits here from the ump at range. He's now down to 13 HP. One-shotable. Come on, Stan! One more shot. Someone get the kill.
Cue the Benny Hill music. This is ridiculous.
I thought this would have been over by now.
Somehow Stown's still alive. Now, we actually profiled these 2 players in the pregame, talking about, like, Michu was, at one time, the promising young Polish talent. Stown is now that for the Danish region, but neither player can seem to hit one shot.
Well, technically, Michu did hit one. It just didn't kill Stan.
They both did. Stown put one into his belly to drop him down to 21 HP. It's a comedy of errors at this point. Now, the bomb has been stranded on the site. I think Stown realizes that Michu's making an end around somewhere as well, so he's going to go ahead and get that bomb plant, get some money into this one. But Michu coming in might make this winnable with just a shotgun. Finally, when I take a phone call, I'm holding a gimbal.
You have to turn the gimbal off. A rush is going to come in this time from Heroic through the squeaky door, trying to work down vents, but VP is able to hold their ground, and more importantly, deny the large majority of the roster from pushing down immediately. One will still make it out, though, and get out onto the site, but only does minimal damage, or about half HP damage to Michu, bringing him to 45. Snappy and Esatag, the last 2 remaining here for Heroic in this round. Esatag trying to hide plain sight, does see the jump down, and lines up the headshot against Snatchie to bring this into a 2v3.
Good nade utilization here from Esatag as well on this lower side. I like the move from Borup. He tried to sneak past that smoke, and he almost caught Michu, who was throwing a nade. Now, Snappy will go down, which puts everything on Esatag's shoulders. And he's been on hard carry mode to a certain degree, leading the charge for Heroic. He's got plenty of time to work with, so there is an opportunity here for him. He's just got to find the weak spot.
That's the tag. Gonna work his way up here. Fails to notice Michu sitting behind the top box. They actually use like decorum and everything like that, like proper point of order. Like
raise your hand.
Yeah. Snax is gonna start things out once again for VP going into this next round. So far, the only trade comes from Ston. In fact, he's found 2. Snatchie is able to pick up Snappy afterwards, though. We're already just down to Ston once again. Stuck between a rock and a hard place here, as you might expect. For Rocket League, they've been able to stop these pretty handily. DHR and Borp are going to trade blows, though, and Ston finds his entry coming outside of Hut. A good rotate from Snax to get him a trade on the Ston, keeps this even at a 3 versus 3. But now, Bomb goes on to the ground here. Snatchie dropping in, though. Just the battle opera here. Moves up to find Borp, but unfortunately bites off a bit more than he can chew. Michu now with a trade onto Cadian as well. Snappy finds the final exchange, but Snax will shut it down for VP.
Ability is going to come out. That'll molly out this position PHR is playing. That makes things so difficult for him. He was waiting for that to come through, and it just never happened. Now the CC on the site. Vegi getting antsy. You can see him dancing around. It's all up to Snax, the god with the scout. Can he clutch things out? Nade's going to be pouring in on his position. Not today, says Heroic. They'll finally close out Nuke with a 16-13. And Cadian giving himself a little bit of applause as well.
And so, finally, Heroic are able to close it out. Seemed like it was going to be pretty dominant based on the way the first half went. But the T-Snatch, I think, is going to go for the quick little wraparound here onto these guys, try to pick up some shots from behind. Oh, also should have spotted a player down below, too. Good into, oh, perfect shot against Stone. Another one being found as well on Snappy. Plant going down here. Virtus.pro trying to get into the retake as quickly as possible, and it seems as though they're going to be able to do it. There you go. Snatchie picks up so many frags. A 4K from him. Does pretty much all the work on the retake by himself. And picks up the big win for VP on the pistol for CT side Vertigo. A site. VP going to have to try and pull off some kind of a retake here as they work their way over towards it. Are throwing in nades to attempt something. You're not getting any peeks from Heroic side of things, though. And that may be what causes them to call this off if they don't decide to go for it.
If they do call it off, that would be bad, because Stound's actually on a full flank over towards the B site. So he'll be coming in from the back end. S-Tag, close. But look at this, 2 quick kills coming out, and all of a sudden that flank could actually be a problem here. And it is! The bomb could be stuck. He's so far disconnected from the play, but they haven't touched the bomb. Do they have it? Yes,
I think
do.
they got it.
They barely have the time for the defuse. Was a little bit concerned there for a second that VP was going to pull a G2. It was just a little too far. And just like that, VP finds 2 quick kills. It does look like Heroic is falling flat in the attempt. Snappy does what he can, but S-Tag is taken out, as is Snappy. It's Borup now, coming in from the underbelly. And all of his team simply watching. Spectators for the time being.
Borp trying to control the situation as best you can. He's going to try to move up onto this. Taking it basically as slowly as he can. He's got the bomb back. Only 25 seconds though, so no real time for an attempt at a rotate. We'll have to commit to this. As he works his way up, there's a Krieg on the ground to trade out towards as well, but no, won't have the time to do that. Snax shuts him down.
So no kill coming in for VP here. As Heroic gets ready to move their way in, there's the shotgun, and he'll actually get the first kill. He'll find himself a second. Does he go for the third? Can't quite get it on the mark. Just grazes Cadian on the shoulder.
Some good damage done, though, and he's going to get quite a bit of cash from that as well. Michu, now wrapping in, has found the bomb and is able to drop it. Snax with another pickup, and now VP have control. Borup left alone here. Going to try to bounce the flash off the rafters. It is successful, but it won't find its mark. No one will get blinded by that, let alone no one's even really peeking right now for Borup. They don't want to give him the fight. There's like 10 seconds left. Michu could just wrap, finish him off, get a free op as well. Oh, nice timing on the spam. I don't know if you can see him or not, but if not, that's good timing. Oh, and there you go. That's where the smoke broke up a little bit, so he is able to finally finish off Cadian. From that perspective, Borup trying to utilize the smoke in the same way, but it is flushed out now. Make sure that the T's can't do exactly what Borup was just trying to do right there. And man, they find him again! And Michu spamming in at just the right time, catches Borup.
VP on that Astralis config. Getting all these kills through the smoke. Just finding little cracks and gaps. Snappy and S-Tag. The last 2 that remain, and Snappy right around the corner. I believe Michu heard a tick from the molly, so he knew where he was. Just 13 HP for S-Tag to try to get back into the round. VP is about to take the lead away.
Tag, how's he gonna play this? Trying to check over right now, doesn't want to jump. Will eventually hop up on top. The noise being made from that, though, does signal the use of the molly to go over top the bomb, wasting even more time here for Tag. Onto the site, he will attempt to go. Baits it a little bit, trying to get these guys out into the open, making it seem like he might have fallen back, but it does not pan out.
Strangest thing about this map is I really don't think you can make an accurate statement about whether it's CT or T-sided because of the fact that at different levels of play it's used differently completely. Vegi somehow lets that spray get away from him, gets lost in the sauce for the moment. The AWP of Snatchie went aggressive and found that quick flick before the flashbang hit. Was able to escape as well. He's still holding this line. And there you go, Snatchie able to connect the dots. It's all up to Snatchie to do some extra damage. But it should be an 8th round going on the board for VP. Nice shot.
Quick headshot going on the Snatchie right there, but nothing else can be found, as we will see Snax shut it down after that pretty quickly.
We were talking about this at the break. The sample size on Vertigo, it makes it really hard to know what the map's actually going to look like. VP, though, did come out swinging in that first half despite their relatively low number of performances on the map. And they're looking good here in the pistol as well. Snappy and Borup in a 2-on-5. Now Borup is in backside. Great work. The bomb actually fumbled away into his possession, and he stays alive even longer. The youngster Borup looking great right now in the pistol. But he needs some support from the veteran of Snappy. Snappy not able to get there in time. It's all up to Borup. He's going to have to find the ace to close out the pistol round with success for Heroic.
Borup trying his best to give away as little as possible, and there's the initial headshot that he finds. Now just one more shot needed on the Snatchie in order to close it out here. Snatchie knows he's got to be cautious as well, but Borup gets it done! It's the ace from him to bring his team back into the game and give them the pistol. Pretty big disparity.
Yeah. But hey, it's a great map.
No comment.
All right.
Hey.
Putting the bomb where the map belongs.
You know, all right. Just coming out of nowhere with these today. It's looking like this is going to be another, like, based on what he's doing with the bomb. No, they're going to attempt to do something. I was a good player. VP in the meantime creeping up. Oh, I'll take back what I said about the aggression here.
Oh, on the M4.
Try to use the rifle, but gets caught again by same player, PHR. Snappy can try to do some damage from the back lane, but he's more going to be cautious of himself getting pushed. He'll swing out, actually manages to get PHR for free and an important amount of intel, but the problem is I feel like this intel is coming in a little bit too late. As you can see, most of VP has already well taken over that B-bomb site and is ready for this push.
Yeah, they already had people on B while that was happening. That's why they siphoned off so quick. They already knew the B site was completely clear, so the bomb will go down, and this should probably be a save from Snappy and Katie, and there's no way for them to retake. They don't have kits anyway, so it's not even worth it. Now, again, this was a Michu's advantage.
Position, easy kill for him. The call will be given out, so that will be ready, but it doesn't matter. Michu rips apart a second player. Stone goes down. As the tag will be next up the back here. He may actually get caught, but no! Another one for Michu. That's pretty much the end of the round right there. For the most part from Heroic as well, but they do have players that can jump over. Borup gets the first. There's a trade on the Stone, and PHR finds Borup. And now have access to the site. It's not free to take just yet, though. You can see you've still got S-Attack on the back lanes. However, that should interrupt the plant. PHR gets over-aggressive at low HP. Gives himself up to S-Attack, and Cadian finds the pick from long range. 3v2, now 3v1 as Cadian has found another pick. Snax is the last man standing in this situation, and he needs to pull it out, but he can't get it done. Heroic go through to the grand finals, and we will see them face off in just a little bit. Big congratulations to them. They eliminate VP here in the semifinal.
Commiserations to VP, but they really did play well, I think better than any of us actually expected based on the series. We thought that Heroic was going to just blow through them and make it a quick 2-0, but they ended up going later into the rounds than I think some of us expected, especially looking at that Vertigo play.
No place considering there. VP doing some good stuff on the CT side. And even on the T side, had things going for a moment there, but unfortunately, at the end of the day, it seems like Heroic got the lock onto the strategy that VP was using and was finally able to start countering it out, specifically with the plays over towards A ramp, and then finally crunching them on the B site after quite a few successful takes that we had from VP over there.